Madrid, you should feel ashamed of yourselves. Let's start there. Let's start with shame. I think shame is a very good place to start. How did Atletico not beat these dudes? I don't want to take anything away from a team who have lost main striker, their debutants, and so forth, so I get it. But I'm just going to call it as I see it. How did Atletico Madrid not beat these dudes? That's what I want to know. How did they not beat these dudes? You see, the critical moments in this game, I'll tell you, the critical moments in this game was the second goal. That's the critical moment in this. I thought at 1-0, anything can happen. Anything can happen. And guys, we're going to break down Neymar, we're going to break down Mbappe, we're going to break down all these guys, we're going to break down all the people over the next hour or so. But that first goal, it is what it is. You know, could have defended better, but that was a beautiful free kick from Di Maria. And people are sleeping on Di Maria. People are saying, I am tempted to, I think Di Maria is upper tier 2. You know, I think I may need to maybe move Sancho down to tier 2. I think Di Maria might actually fully be upper tier 2 right now. I think he deserves his upper tier 2 papers. But I wonder, you thought, okay, and Leipzig, they were okay. They were keeping themselves into the game. Now, here's the thing. Has anyone watched a Tim Burton movie? Or has anyone watched Frankenstein? Or has anyone watched Nightmare Before Christmas? The Red Bull Leipzig goalkeeper, bless his soul, he looks like a guy from a Tim Burton movie. He looks like he's wearing prosthetics. So this is the last man on earth I want passing the ball from his box. Get the ball, hoof it out. And you see, it's because this whole thing has now become cool and sexy. Oh, I'm going to play from the back. A goalkeeper can play from the back. Sweeper, keeper. I can hit it and everything. No. So he does that. Ball falls to Di Maria. And as 2-0, I thought, okay, that's how the game changed. And I think that Sergio Rico didn't have any saves to make. Like, there was no save Sergio Rico had to make. We just showed you just the dominance that PSG had. PSG totally controlled the game. They totally controlled the game. And the amount of control they had in this game was frightening. Like, this wasn't worthy of a Champions League semi-final. But it is what it is. Atletico lost. Atletico is so weird. Liverpool should have beaten Atletico. Atletico ended up beating them. Atletico should have beaten Leipzig. Leipzig ended up beating them. This should have been a Liverpool PSG semi. It should have been a Liverpool PSG semi. Liverpool should have been here, but they only have themselves to blame because Liverpool PSG semi, I thought that would have been an epic semi-final encounter, especially as a one-off game. That would have been a great game to watch. That would have been an absolutely fantastic game to watch. And maybe it's lucky that PSG did not face Liverpool because, my God, Neymar. You see, Neymar, despite his misses, had a really good game against Atalanta, and he played a critical role in both of the goals. Today was not a good performance by Neymar. Yeah, he did a few things here and there. It was not a good performance. Mbappe should have had 2 assists. Mbappe should have... So any people that say, oh, Mbappe is limited, he's not so good, he's overrated, there's not so much he can do, he's just a flat track bully. Look at the pass he gave to Neymar. Look at both passes he gave to Neymar. He puts the chances on a plate for him, and Neymar, like, that's first chance where it was a reverse through ball pass, well-timed. Neymar, well-timed run. Neymar, you have to. You see, this isn't the same as Raheem Sterling. Like, Raheem Sterling, that is one of the worst misses of all time. The Neymar one is you should score that. You should. Someone of your talent, that should be a goal. See, for any other player, come on, you should score. For someone like of Neymar's ability, because see, that's the funny thing. If that was a big run, i.e. R9 Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo takes that around the keeper, 100%. The real Ronaldo will do shom, pass, and then put it in. So, I mean, but although though they then saw the Neymar free kick that he did, like if he had scored that, I'd be like, whoa, wow. But this was a mismatch. This was a complete and total mismatch. And this is my fear for PSG. 100% they're in the final now. But my fear is they haven't been battle tested yet. They haven't really been pushed. I think their most difficult game was Atalanta. But it is still Atalanta. But yeah, it's still Atalanta and everything. But I think that has been their most difficult test because look, they had to. It took them 90 minutes in order for them to go through. That has been their most difficult game. But I still feel that this team have not yet really faced high-level opposition, which is why Bayern Munich could be something, because you could get away with missing these chances. Because Neymar, you missed 2 great chances. Mbappe, you missed 2 good chances as well, similar to the Atalanta game. But you could get away with it because you will have a multitude of chances against an Atalanta or a Red Bull Leipzig. If and it's a big if, because I'm not disrespecting Leon. If you do face Bayern Munich, you will be punished if you don't put these chances away. Because Neymar, a lot of chances that you had, you should have pulled those chances away. Like even there was another one from the breakaway where it was 2-on-1. It was either 2-on-1 or 2-on-2. And I said, okay, Mbappe, just run with it. Run with it. But he held it, gave it over to Neymar. The Neymar flipping tripped on the ball. So, but that just shows you that it's weird, because this is what I said on my stream, on the Twitch stream, is that they weren't needed today, but they're still needed. Because them just being there means that so much the focus gets taken away from like a Marquinhos, a Di Maria, and so forth, and other kinds of guys that can, or like a Bernardo even scored. So they're still needed because they will still produce stuff, and when these guys combine, they can produce magic. And that is just the key thing, especially if you're in a tight game. You need 2 truly outstanding players, because one outstanding player has to do everything himself, but 2 outstanding players who are on a similar wavelength and have the same kind of footballing telepathic understanding as one another, they can say what's up. They can truly say what's up and truly try and create something special. But it was cruise control. This was a big. They were doing keep ball. PSG were doing keep ball. They were like, this is easy. But guys, I deal with facts. Leipzig, you did well. You tried hard. Great run, but you're out. PSG are in the final. PSG, you can only beat who's in front of you. You can only, because it's similar to how people criticized Real Madrid's 2016 run. We're like, oh, who did they face? Blah, 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 blah. But, like, you see, Wikipedia doesn't give a damn who you face. Wikipedia just says who won. And Wikipedia will just see, now you have to go in and say, oh, so this was during the time that it was COVID and it was a knockout. Oh, look at how they played. But most people just say, oh, the 2020 winners are, the 2020 finalists are, and that's it. So by hook or by crook, PSG have found their way in a Champions League final, and they're potentially 90 minutes away from history. Neymar is 90 minutes away for us to have a very difficult dialogue. Mbappe is 90 minutes away for us to have one of the most shocking conversations that I'm not ready to have. I am not ready to have that Mbappe conversation, because I think if you have that Mbappe conversation, I believe that I will get attacked. I believe people will attack me, and I believe that, but I will have to go in hiding in Alaska or something. But look, man, they did it. And my thing about it is that once you now make a final, it's anyone's now. So in Neymar's mind, Mbappe's mind, all these guys' minds, that we're here now. This is the big one. So whoever we face, this is it. If we win this, that's it. Because it is. But once it's a final, this is where, like, guys, it is what it is right now. It is what it is. And guys, I can't wait for Sunday. Whoever it is, we can't wait for Sunday. Like, we are expecting it to be binary. But guys, let's not disrespect Leon. But look, man, Would Timo Werner have changed things today? Perhaps. I don't think that. I think Leipzig maybe get a goal with Timo Werner. I think he would have added a better attacking quality. But I don't think they win this game with Timo Werner. This PSG overwhelmed Leipzig. And which is why you have to go to, obviously, the Atletico Madrid are bombs. Like Coach Neros, like Atletico Madrid are bombs. Because if you're Atletico Madrid and you're looking at this right now, you're like, oh my God, we screwed up. It's Simeone. If you had attacked and be more brave and confident, you would have beaten Leipzig. 100%. 100%. Players like João Felix, what Morata can do, Carrasco, and so forth, Saul Neguez, you would have beaten them. But you're fearful, you didn't believe in yourselves, and boom. Because Atletico PSG is a much tighter game. Atletico PSG potentially goes to penalties. That's potentially goes to penalties. That's a whole different ball of wax, and PSG would have had it far tougher than them. So if you're Atletico Madrid and you're sitting at home and you look at that game and you look at the ease with this PSG beat them, and look at the breakaways they had, especially if you're João Felix. If you're João Felix, you're like, oh my gosh, Simeone, what the hell? What the hell? But they did it, man. Shout out to Kimpembe. Kimpembe is growing to be a superb defender. For Kimpembe, I think that I am personally happy for him. Because I can still see his face as clear as day when that penalty was given against United, which I still thought was dumb and dubious, but it was given. And so to go from there, the villain in Paris and so forth, to now playing in a final, thank goodness he didn't get a second yellow. I think that's a great redemption for him, and he was superb. I think he made one superb tackle in the box while he was on the yellow. He had a great game. So yeah, man, look, but I think also as well, just on a side note, shout out to Marquinhos. The thing with Marquinhos is underrated. He's underrated. I think I'm not sure whether whether he's an upper tier 3 or tier 2. Something tells me he's still an upper tier 3 player, like on the higher end of upper tier 3 status. But he's come clutch. He's got a hugely important, and he's got many important goals, but he's got a hugely important goal against Atalanta, the equalizer, and scored the opening goal here, a very good goal. But Marquinhos should not be in midfield, and I think with Verratti now fit, what do you now do? Because do you do Verratti and Marquinhos? Do you do Verratti and Paredes? But that has to be figured out, and I think for Tuchel, that's going to be a really tough decision for him to make, because Kimpembe and Thiago Silva have formed a superb partnership in defense. They made a superb partnership in defense. But do you drop Marquinhos? 2 games, 2 goals. And if a guy can get you that key goal, be in the right place at the right time, so maybe you have to say, you know what? Let's roll with Marquinhos and Verratti. We have the security, the stalwartness of Marquinhos in there, plus he could get us a key goal. We've got to roll with Verratti, man. Thank you, Perez. Thank you, Idrissa. We've got to ride. We've got to say what's up to Verratti. We've got to say what's up to Verratti. But yeah, man, you're now seeing how important Di Maria is underrated. Dude is underrated. Because this guy, he's good. Forget about the goal. I'm not even worried about the goal. Just as a player, just as a player, I don't even like calling him the third wheel, because I think a lot of us say Mbappe, Neymar. I think it's Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria. I think we have to call it the 3. I really think that he has earned his rights to be. It is the big 3, and it's not the big 3 like how it was with LeBron, Wade, and Bosch, because really Bosch was the third wheel. This is the true big 3. This is almost like for the Celtics, where you had Ray Allen, Garnett, and the Truth, Paul Pierce, where all 3 of those guys were important. I think for these guys now, all 3 of these dudes are important. Speaking of which, just side notes, did the Magic win? So I just want to just check the NBA score. Did the Magic actually win? Oh my gosh, did the Magic won? Wow. So they did it. They did it. Because see, the thing for people to say right now is that people can. I use the 2016 Real Madrid example because whatever the case may see, I don't want to jump the gun because the moment this draw was made, I said no, sorry, the moment that they did the COVID draw, i.e., from the quarterfinal, so where we knew what the final could be, which we didn't really know from the initial draw. I was like, the football final is PSG Bayern. That's the final that we all want. So if Bayern do what they need to do, the football gods have answered our prayers. The football gods have said, you know what? Based on how everyone has suffered through COVID, based on just how hard and difficult it was for us to really survive and stay through, I'm gonna give you guys something. Okay, I'm gonna give you football head something. I'm gonna give you football head something. I'm gonna give you PSG Bayern. So a PSG Bayern, that's a big final. But I'm not sleeping on. I'm not sleeping on Leon. But look, man, Neymar, man, you might see. Here's the thing: if you miss these same chances, I think in the final he's going to get these chances. Now, if you got away with missing the chances in the quarters and in the semis, if you miss these same chances in the final, not good. Not good. Because if you miss these chances and then PS lose the final, it's good. But PSG, man, 90 minutes potentially, because it could be 120 over, potentially 90 minutes away from success, man. But you see, that thing is because you in a way you wish that it was Atletico that PSG beat, because if it was at Atletico, which would have been a tough game, then it'd be like, aha. Because it's so weird. Atletico, we all know that they're a tough team. And Atletico would have been much tougher for PSG. But at the end of the day, Leipzig beat Atletico. So you can't say that PSG got off easy because PSG are playing the team that beats Atletico. You can only beat what's in front of you. You can't be like, oh, no. This doesn't mean anything because you didn't face the best. So because you didn't beat Liverpool and Real Madrid and Atletico, no, you beat whoever in front of you. And the fact that Liverpool and Atletico aren't there, that's their fault. That's their fault. Knockout competition is who do we can't play everybody. That's not how it works. Who do we play? Because whoever wins the competition was the best. If you didn't make the final, means that you weren't the best. The two teams that make the final are the two best teams. Because those are the guys that won all their matches. Because the other guys, you didn't win all your matches. Because if you had won all your matches, you would have made the final. So it is what it is. So 100%. So for PSG, like, boom. Whoever you bring to us, it is what it is. But you see, before I take it, I'm going to go to your questions. But before I go to your questions, it's like, I've always said that Ibrahimovic failed. He failed. Like, this team was built for this. They built this team for European supremacy and dominance. And there were haters. There were people like, blah, 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 and so forth. But for me, I told you, I'm a football fan before anything else. And my thing about it is that I still hold Michael Verratti as the best midfielder in the world. Ability-wise, relax, chill. He's still the best midfielder in the world for pure ability. Neymar at his best is the best player in the world. Neymar, like, I think Messi and Cristiano, they're yesterday's news. They're yesterday's news, and I think I can't wait until they retire. That's just me. I know I don't mean any hates for people, but I can't wait until Cristiano and Messi retire, get those dudes the heck out of here for us to have the future. And maybe it's telling. Maybe this is a sign. Just as much as it was a sign with what Mbappe did to Messi in the World Cup, maybe it's a sign of look at how Barcelona got slapped up by Bayern, and look at how Juventus failed yet again against Lyon. So maybe what we are witnessing is the end of the Cristiano Messi era, and which is why those Ballon d'Or losers are such a-holes. You build your trophy thing because you want to create a scenario where either Cristiano or Messi wins. That's what you want to create because you're a bunch of losers, because all you are just trend merchants, and you lie. Hence why I can't wait until Messi and Cristiano retire. Okay, how are the Ballon d'Or going to do? Because this has been a superb Champions League, and there has been enough football played this year for you to award that to a certain player. Like if PSG win, I mean, we've got to look at what Neymar has done or what Mbappe has done. If Bayern win, we've got to look at what Lewandowski or what Muller has done. If Leon win, okay, look, give it to Musa. Give it to Depay. He raps. So let me take some of your questions, man. Let's see what some of you guys have been asking, man. All right, let's see. Martin Rosario, thanks super chat, Mr. Martin Rosario. If it's Bayern v PSG, taking PSG, Bayern lose to first-line finalists or to teams that had a drought, i.e., Villa 1982, Porto 1987, Man in 1999, Inter 2010, Chelsea 2012. Oh my gosh, that is a crazy statistic. So if it's Bayern PSG, I don't know. But if it's Bayern PSG, Bayern would be slight favorites, but still, I don't know. Because you see, this Bayern team are monsters. From Armchair Critic, will you rate Neymar over Dino if he wins the CL? Armchair Critic, remind me again, how many World Cups does Neymar have? And how many World Cups does Dino have? Just remind me, because I think I may be mistaken. From Guffetto, heard someone say Marquinhos is a brick. Someone on the Hangout said, if Tuchel plays him in the midfield, I guarantee they lose. Brick analysis. I believe that was Stodge. I believe that was your brick analysis. Shane Schubert, a win is a win, but PSG were simply unconvincing. I mean, for me, I get where you're coming from, Shane, but they didn't have to be convincing. You see, when the game is so easy for you, you're like, we don't need to overexert ourselves. Cruise control, because it's about winning. It's not about showing off and anything. It's about winning. They're like, no, let's just win. Let's just get the winner and let's just be cool. Just Besson, haha. LL haters. PSG made the finals. Neymar goats. Just Beston, is something wrong with you? Yes, he made the final, but he didn't play well. He didn't have a good game. So how can you call him the GOAT because he made the Champions League final when he did not have a great performance, man? I mean, come on, bro. You have to be realistic here. Liverpool for everybody. Donatello took the day off. And then he has like the pizza emoji. Look, Donatello should have scored more, man. But Liverpool for everybody. Donatello should have had 2 assists. Let's keep it real. Donatello should have had 2 assists. Let's keep that real. From Guffetto again, I love the Bayern already won the final chat. Laugh out loud. Let's Bayern play that Highland against this PSG attack. If they get past Leon, thank you. That's what I like. If they get past Leon, I like that in billions. If they get past Leon, because let's not disrespect Leon. Bayern are not assumed to get past Leon. Andrew Click again. Will you? Oh, sorry, I've already read that. From Martin Rosario. Oh yeah. I read that already. All right. Let's see. What else are you guys saying, man? Send in the cues, man. Send in the questions, guys. Send in the questions. PSG have had easiest run to the final. Can you remember Real Madrid's run to the final in 2016? And you see, again, did you listen to what I just said? There is no such thing as an easy run to the final. No. Like, Liverpool, you should have beaten Atletico. You lost. So whoever reached the semi deserved to reach the semi because they were better than the other teams that they faced. It's like when people say, "Oh, who did FC Porto face?" FC Porto had an easy run. Well, if those other teams were so good, they'd have beaten their teams. So the fact that those big teams were not in a position to face FC Porto means that no, they bricked it for this given year. So for this given year, FC Porto were the best team. So there's no such thing as a team having an easy run, man. It's Kimpembe an elite defender? No. tier two. I think he's boring on tier two, upper tier three. That thing I couldn't call him elite because if we're saying elite, we're talking peak Ramos. We're talking. I would still say Upamecano. I'll say Van Dijk. Those are what you would call elite the defenders who really are the best of their level. But I think maybe he's a level below. He's a level below and a half of those elite guys. But how old is Kimpembe? I think he's a bit young, isn't he? Kimpembe. Prenel Kimpembe. Come on, let's see. Come on. But this thing is so slow, man. He is 2025. So he's still pretty youngish for a defender, man. You know, he's still pretty youngish. But I would not call him elite, but he's growing. He's growing. He's growing. From Shane Schubert, what is PSG's identity though? Do they need one? Oh no, they have an identity. It's about silky, quick one-touch passing. You know, quick pass, one-touch, pass and move, which is similar to what Tuchel was trying to play with at Dortmund, but it's very much the whole pass and move thing. So yeah, their identity basically it's a flair team where they're trying to play nice, intricate football, spearheaded by the creativity of Neymar. So really, Neymar is the guy pulling this. Neymar and Di Maria are sort of the creative forces pulling the strings to inventively move the ball quickly. I think that's the key thing. One touch. Quick one-touch pass football. Nice and entertaining. HH in 2018, Liverpool had an easy run, so it doesn't really mean anything special. HH in 2020, there's no easy run. Now, do you have footage of me saying that? Do you have receipts of me saying that? No, you don't. If you don't have receipts or video recording or any kind of Gatlock device of me saying that, I never said it. Simple as that. So there you go. You can't put that stuff on me. And you see, that's you Liverpool fans, man. Chill, relax, man. You guys are so obsessive. In the words of Bernardo Silva, get a book, relax, and chill. You know, you guys are just way too obsessive. You know, and most of these people, they're not even real Liverpool fans. They're pretty much like casual sideshow fans, man. So you know, and these guys, they don't even understand football half the time. From Just Besting, PSG could be the first team to win 7 trophies in 1 year. Just Besting. How can I get through to you? It's not happened yet. Because Just Besting, if PSG gets sniped or they lose the final, I want you back here. Because Besting is weird. The way you talk, it's as if it's already happened. So Besting, if you can see the future, please tell me, do I have my Playboy mansion with 10 females of different races, because I'm racially cool when it comes to women, my Xbox, PlayStation on a tropical island? Please, I just want that confirmed if that's in my future, because that's what I'm working on, because that's my retirement plan. Playboy mansion, 10 Playboy bunnies of all races, Xbox, PlayStation, table tennis thingy, football pitch, tropical island, beach thingy on an island myself. That's my retirement plan. That's why I am working so hard. From your side, man, this just showed Mbappe and Neymar have a heart. 3-0, job done, move on to the final. Unlike Bayern, who are heartless and scored 8 Gs. 8-2 is inhumane. It is what it is. Bayern are ruthless. You see, if that was Bayern, there's no way that they passed the ball around. You see, if PSG were up 3-0 against Barcelona, especially with Neymar there, they would have been like, you know, guys, let's just keep the ball. But Bayern are like, I think maybe it's just a German mentality, like relentless again and again and again and again. Keep hitting them. What happened to Cavani? I believe he's on a free. I believe his contract ran out. It wasn't renewed, and now he's on a free. You know, I still feel that Cavani is useful, but it seems that front three somehow worked. I would still like Icardi in the team just because I just think it works structurally well. And I think Neymar probably works better as a I think Neymar probably works better as like a free role player. He was playing as a false nine, which I don't think is good. I think Icardi, even if he's garbage, he's good there because let him just be a striker's presence there just to get a tap in. You have Mbappe wide. You have what's this? Oh, you have homeboy Di Maria other flank, and Neymar is giving like a free roll. He's like a flipping cam in there, and then you then have your two midfielders saying what's up. That's how I would do it personally. All right, let me hit this boy. Let me hit this boy. Let me hit that boy. Oh, for freak's sake, man. From your boy Jonas Philberg. Thank you. The super chat, Jonas Philberg. Horseman member and Horseman Patrick, man. Thank you, bro. Love, baby, love. Jonas says, if Mbappe wins the CL, he has then completed football before the age of 22. Mbappe's career over Cristiano and Messi. Hashtag the prodigy. Jonas, please. Jonas. Shush. Jonas. Shush. Don't say anything. Shush. Don't. Shh. That's why I said ... Don't say anything, please. I am begging you. Please. I'm telling you right now, Mbappe cannot win the Champions League this year. He can't. Please. He can't. Easy. He can't win. He can't win. Jonas, shush. Okay? Please, I am begging you. Please, just don't say it. Please. I'm begging you. Please, don't say anything. Don't say anything. So just easy. Okay, please. Shush. Okay, please. He's not easy. Shh. He's not. From your boy, just best him. Di Maria and Marquinhos, world class, upper tier 2. No, Marquinhos is not upper tier 2. Di Maria is. Di Maria is upper tier. I will give you that. Marquinhos, no, relax. Gufetto, forward is waiting for you to take the bet. Laugh my ass off. I'm not taking that flipping bet now. He rigged it, man. The dude rigged it. Armchair critic says, think 2022 is Neymar's last chance to win the World Cup? Yes, it is. Because in 2026, he'll be too old. He'll be too old. He won't really have the his age will be too much. Physically, he won't be there. So 2022, that will be his last chance, And armchair critic, I'm going to be real with you. If Neymar doesn't give me a World Cup, doesn't matter how many CLs you win, you can't sit at the table with the greats. Same thing with Messi and Cristiano. They can win as many CLs as they want. They can break as many stars as they want until they win the World Cup. They are bombs. So that's the thing. Yes, aside, there's HH. Neymar is on the verge of winning a second treble. Saeed, shush. Guys, relax, chill. Guys, you guys are too hype. You're way too hype. Guys, you're way too hype. Relax, easy. Thomas Muller could win 2 trebles. Thomas Muller could win a World Cup plus 2 trebles. See, guys, you've not done the calculations. You haven't done the calculation. See, just you guys are a bunch of bricks. You guys are bricks. You've not done the calculations. You haven't done the calculations. Because the potential of what could happen is threatening. It is frightening. It is frightening. It's not even frightening. It's frightening. The potential of what could happen. Do you know what Bayern players could achieve. Do you know what they're? I told you, don't give me your goats. Your goats are crap. They're garbage. They suck. They stink. Okay, I told you. I'm talking about the repertoire. I'm talking about the repertoire. Easy. Nancy, shh. Nancy, easy. Easy. Nancy, I don't want to hear anything from you. Okay, Nancy, that's your band. Your band. You're banned. A World Cup and 2 trebles? What? A World Cup and 2 trebles? See, that's what you guys, you don't understand. That's why it's hashtag real. You think I'm stupid? Guys, you think I'm stupid? That's why it's hashtag real. The narratives here are. Oh, damn it. Oh, Lord. You see what you guys have done? You see what you guys have done? You see that? I blame you. I blame you. I could have finished this beautiful cheese and onion Pringles. I blame you for now for messing up my Pringles. Now look. Let me calm down. Let me just take a flipping thing in and down. And let me just calm down. Now, the narratives here are truly exceptional because I don't even want to think about or comprehend how we look at people's repertoires if they complete the CL. That's the thing here. Because whoever wins this CL could potentially have something to say for themselves hugely. Because that's why see guys, I need that Bayern Lyon game. I need it in my face. Sniff. I need it. Guys, actually, this is what because I'm okay, cool, fine, guys. I'm a narrative merchant. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I'm sorry. I've tried to ignore it. I tried to be as professional as I can be. I'm a narrative merchant because look, I have said this. PSG are not winning the Champions League this year. So, do you want me to be real? Okay, fine. You want me to be real? I really believe that whoever wins between Bayern Munich and Lyon, I think they win the Champions League. See? Well, guys, I've now messed up all of my Pringles. And these are my favorite Pringles in the world. Cheese and onion, man. Ashley, use it for new Pringles. Up Niger. Thank you, bro. I will try. But then, man. But okay, let me read some of the other super chats. From Shane Schubert said, Muller handed worst ever defeat to Brazil and Barcelona. It's bad. And Muller loves it. Muller flipping loves it. You know, he loves delivering lubrications to people. You know, and look, man, if Bayern win this and Muller does something, we're gonna have to have a conversation about Muller. We're gonna have to have a serious conversation. Oh, look at all my Pringles. Oh man. Fuck. Damn it. From Just Best, Neymar could be the first player to win treble and quadruple. Just Beston. Just Beston. How do I get through to you? How do I get through to you? Is there any way for me to get through to you? Like, let him win it first, then we can discuss. Like, you keep talking in advance and you keep talking in assumptions. Let him win first, then we can have a flipping conversation. What the hell are you on about? Man, from Brian KO2, winning the pool lost to PS. Oh, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, those guys. Nagelsmann looks like Winnie the Pooh. By the way, Winnie the Pooh is a garbage cartoon. I'm sorry. I would say best cartoon of all time is Tom and Jerry. Best Cartoon Network cartoon is Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't give a damn about Ben 10. Don't even bring Ben 10 to me. Courage the Cowardly Dog is hands down the best cartoon on Cartoon Network. Those are facts. Cow and Chicken was disgusting. So Dexter was cool because I also have a bigger sister who used to sort of bully me slightly. JJ Samuel. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Okay. From Bierza Klump. Do you still believe PSG need Mourinho to win the UCL? Okay, see, now that I did say. See, Bielsa, let's wait after Sunday. And okay. Do you say yes? I do. Yes, I do. I'm standing by my convictions. I still say Tuchel is never winning a Champions League with PSG. That is my conviction. And let's see. He'll never see. From Natsa, Iniesta and Xavi 2 trebled, 1 World Cup and 1 Euro. Yes, Natsa, that is true. That is true. I mean, those guys, and they no. As I've said again, what those guys have done, Iniesta and Xavi, is on a different level. Like their repertoire and their trophy haul is insane, absolutely insane. From Guffetto, Di Maria ties Xavi Hernandez for 4th most assists in Champions League history. Wow, is that true? Wow, put some respect on Di Maria's name. Put some respect on Di Maria's name. Ed, and Eddie was flipping boring. Don't give me guys. I told you I'm not arguing with this. Courage the Cowardly Dog was the best cartoon on Cartoon Network. I didn't understand it when I was young. When I grew older, I realized that no, Courage the Cowardly Dog, because it was the most different, the most advanced, and the most creative. JJ Samuel, H, calm down. Iniesta, 1 World Cup, 2 trebles, and same as Xavi. I know, I get it. I understand. I get it. But they are finished. They're done. I'm talking about the guys of right now. Guys, let's just relax with the guys from the past. I'm just talking about the guys right now. I'm just talking about the guys right now, man. Thought this was absolutely Glenn, look, this is freedom, okay? This is freedom. This. We go up and down on this whole thing, man. See, no, this is what I always say. PSG have to still be wary and worried. And the reason for that is you've not been really tested. Like, who is the best team PSG has faced, specifically offensively? You could argue Atalanta without Ilicic. Shout out to Ilicic's wife. So, because they didn't have Ilicic, how good and how potent were Atalanta? That's the thing. So Leipzig didn't offer. Leipzig offered no attacking threats to these guys. Nothing. So my thing is that again, I have to stress this: if you're going up against 8-2, I told you that they're not even called bang. I now call them 8-2. If you're going up against 8-2, bro, Kimpembe and Thiago Silva, you'll be tested, because I still have question marks on Thiago Silva. I believe Thiago Silva is done. 2011 Thiago Silva was money, 100%. 2011 Thiago Silva was. I remember when he was for AC Milan, Thiago Silva was defending all 4 positions. Thiago Silva as of right now, and bro, we've not yet seen Thiago Silva tested. Because yes, Arsenal scored all these goals and everything. All those goals were scored in the Serie A. All those goals were scored in the Serie A, and how good is the Serie A really? So my thing about it is we have to see how this whole Bayern Lyon thing plays out. Because guys, we cannot disrespect Lyon. We cannot disrespect Leon. I know we all want PSG Bayern. We all want PSG Bayern. That is what we want. That's what that we are building towards now. We all want PSG Bayern, but we cannot disrespect Leon. And hey, so my boy, PSG boy, PSG are number one in its Champions League defense ranking. But Idrissa, my thing is this: yes, but who have they faced? Who have they faced? Okay, I'll give you Real Madrid. That was it. That was a tough team that they faced. But Real Madrid got taken out by Man City. But for me, I think the best team that PSG have faced in the whole year run has been Real Madrid, followed by probably Atalanta. I'm not putting Dortmund in there. Nah, I'm not. But Dortmund was like the third best team that they faced. But you see, what I always say though is that all that thing of defensive ranking, most goals scored, most goals conceded, all that goes out the window in a final. In a final, because there is so much riding on this game, butt cheeks get a bit tighter. Fists are a lot more clenched, and it's a bit more spicier. And it's a bit more spicier. It's a little bit more spicy. But again, we cannot count out Leon. We cannot count out Leon. You just say that you play who you faced, and now you're saying, wait, are you listening to what I'm saying? I'm saying that they haven't been tested yet. So I'm not saying that, they don't deserve to be in the final, and if they win, they're not the deserved champions. I am talking about, they should be wary if they face Bayern, because if they face Bayern, that will be the most dangerous attack and the truly the best team that they have faced. So this isn't saying that, who have they faced? How can they be? No, I'm just saying this is all talking about their preparation for a final, potentially against Bayern Munich. Because if it's a Leon, okay, it is what it is. They know them. Leon don't really have an attack; they're a defensive team. But if it's Bayern Munich, this is the best kind of offensive strategy that you would have faced. So you have to understand where I'm coming from here. I am not trying to demean what the hell that they've done. From Martin Rosario, HH said Bayern PSG ain't happening. Backtrack, Martin. It's called reverse psychology. Okay, do you understand what reverse psychology means? Okay, do they have reverse psychology in that Miami mansion that you're in with all your flipping prostitutes? Okay, it's called reverse psychology. Like, of course I want PSG Bayern, but I just don't think it's going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see. So Martin, if Leon beats Bayern Munich, what are you going to say? What will you say? HH, which teams would you like to see fight out in the Super Cup? Actually, no, any. I think Inter versus Bayern would be cool. Inter versus PSG would be cool. Sevilla versus Bayern would be cool. Sevilla versus PSG would be cool. All the matches would be cool. I think all the matches would be very cool. And yes, that's going to be a really good matchup as well. I'm really looking forward to that final for sure. From Just Besting, a Neymar assist to Di Maria was world class, GOAT, best player in the world. Just Besting, I'm happy that you believe that. Keep on believing that, and so on and so forth. But Just Besting, does not matter how many times you try to say it to yourself. It doesn't matter how many times you try to convince yourself. Until he wins the World Cup, Neymar has all the ability in the world. Like I told you, I love Neymar's football. I will 100% say I am a huge, massive fan of Neymar. But until he wins the World Cup, he ain't sitting at the same table as the Brazilian greats. I'm sorry. From your boy Young One, man. Thank you for super chat from Young One, who says, why? So Young One, who is, I believe he's a Liverpool fan. I don't take the CL this year seriously. COVID-19 messed this whole footballing season up. Congrats to PSG though. Young One, that makes no sense. It makes no, like, for me, I want to know, what is your argument that you don't take it seriously? If anything, this is harder. If anything, it's harder. Like, guys, a football game is a football game. Say, oh, because it's not over two legs, it's not a real competition. What? It's you versus this guy over 90 minutes, which is a football match. Champions League just puts an extra sauce into anything, but this is just 90 minutes. If you're the better team, beat us in 90 minutes. Why should you have to have a second leg? Why should you have to have a leg at your home? No, if you are really the best team, you're truly the best, you should be able to beat us whenever, wherever, under any conditions, And I'm sure Bayern could be like, F it, home, away, 2 legs, 1 leg, 3 legs, 4 legs, will trash you either way. So this 100% counts. The only reason why you say it doesn't count is because your team got knocked out. If your team was in it and won, you would then say it counts. So you can't have your cake and eat it, man. You can't have your cake and eat it. From Yes's side, man, how did Tuchel end up in a final? Pep, you are a brick. I mean, look. I still don't believe that I am not backtracking. I will still keep by said Tuchel into winning a Champions League with these dudes. So it's not happening. Oh, sorry, sir. I'm a Chelsea fan. Wait, maybe I've gotten you confused with someone else. I swear, I thought you were a Liverpool fan. Maybe I've got you confused with someone else. But young one, it counts. It counts. And young one, trust me. If Chelsea were in a final, you would be like, yeah, man, it is what it is, man. I know it's covered, but it is what it is. Come on. Okay. It's completely 100% counts. Don't give me that. It's completely counts, man. It's completely 100% counts. Wow. So PSG spent 5 billion to achieve what Tottenham did with Lorenzo up top. Hey, man, look. Baby steps. Baby steps. We have ripped these guys. We've insulted these guys. We've abused these guys. These guys have disgraced themselves. PSG fans like Tosin and everything have been in hiding. Give them the dub. They've made the final, man. They've made the final. After so many, this is the first time as a club they've made the final. Because I think the furthest they got was the mid-90s, the way they made the semi. So give them the dub, man. Give them the dub, them. Give them the dub, bro. Have I missed a super chat? Sorry, from Daniel Henkel. Di Maria has the second most assists. What? That can't be right. Di Maria, so from Daniel Henkel says Di Maria has the second most assists of the 2010 to 20s. Wow, look, I'm not a stats mentioned, but if that is right, man, as I said again, Di Maria is underrated. Di Maria is underrated. I think that, see, the thing about it is that because he failed at Man United, people sort of have a perception of him. Do you want me to be deep? Let's get deep. Who didn't play that 2014 World Cup final? Who was injured in that 2014 World Cup final? I'm not saying they win because I felt that was Germany's, but maybe we have a different conversation if Di Maria was in that 2014 World Cup final for Argentina. Maybe we have a very different conversation if Di Maria was in there. Because this Di Maria is a player. Di Maria, and this is what I said that got people up in a tiff. And I remember I said this years ago. I said that Messi is the better player, hands down. In a final, I would always take Di Maria over Messi. If I had to pick two players, I can only pick either or in a final. I would always pick Di Maria. I would pick Di Maria ahead of Messi because it's a psychology thing and a mental thing. Di Maria is the kind of player I want in a final. Similar to Robin. 10 times out of 10, I am choosing Robin over most other players in a final. And don't bring up that 2010 World Cup and everything. That doesn't count. Okay, that doesn't count. So actually, he has won the Champions League, hasn't he? He has, because he scored that goal from the Bale cross in the 2014 CL final. But yeah, no, Di Maria is because people sort of wrote him off after what he did at Man United. Oh, he failed at Man United, therefore he's finished. But it's like, all right, look, it is what it is, man. Like, guys can fail at a club and can still say what's up. So he's had a nice little rejuvenation and restart, since he's left there, man. Bayern has the highest back line and gave up a few chances for Barcelona in the first 10 minutes. I wonder if it was Neymar and Mbappe running at those open spaces, it would have resulted in goals. You say this, but what have we seen in the last 2 games, my dear friend? We've seen them waste chances. We've seen them being very wasteful. If they waste these chances in a final, they will lose. They're lucky that Atalanta and Leipzig didn't make them pay for missing these chances. But if they miss those, because their finishing has not been on point, their finishing has been rusty. But again, guys, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Bayern Munich have still not yet beaten Lyon. Let's wait and let's just see what happens, man. Let's wait and let's see what happens. Because see, I don't want to get too excited yet. Because it's the final I want. It is the final I want. I really, really want that final. I really want that final, like a lot, like I really, like totally, like I really want that final. I'm like yeah. Natsa said, why should we abuse PSG when Barcelona bars the seal by buying the best players around? My should is PSG. I think, do you know what it is? Which is why I say, I never understood the abuse that PSG have. But you know what it is? Barcelona and Real Madrid, because they have tradition and so forth, they're like, okay, I've always supported the existence of PSG. My abuse of PSG hasn't been them buying big players because, well, guys, it's club football. There's no loyalty. Club football is about spending money. It's about cash. So guys say, oh no, look at how much money they spend. No. It is what it is. So even for Man City, I have no issue with Man City spending the money. My issue is with Pep. Pep, you've spent all the money and you've not given me a silver final in how many years? So, because I said the existence of PSG is great because it breaks the monotonous Real Madrid, Barcelona ban, and that is what some absolute loserish loser fanboys want. Like, oh my gosh, we just want to be Barca, Real, and it's especially Barca fans, and it is the Barcelona fans and Real fans who have the biggest issue with PSG because they want to keep it a small boys club. I'm like, no, F you, screw you. Let's have a new player, which is why Neymar's move to PSG was a boss move. If Neymar wins this championship for PSG, it changes the game. It changes the flipping game. Look, I don't. If you want me to go there, tell me. In the live chat, if you want me to go there, tell me. I don't know whether you want me to go there. But if you want me to go there, in the live chat, tell me. Tell me if you want your boy to go there. I don't know whether you want me to go there yet. I don't know whether you want me to really go there. Oh man, my cheek. Just Beston. I want a French final. I said this before. Or grill. Just Beston. Maybe you do. We don't. No offense to Leon. We don't want a Ligue 1 final. we don't want that. We want PSG Bayern now. If Leon make the final, congrats. We don't want that. If that happens, we just have to accept it. We don't want that. We want PSG Bayern because that is the final that the world needs. We need Lewandowski against flipping Neymar. Thank you from your boy JJ Samuel. Thank you for the super chat, man. HH, most older people in their 50s are saying the Super Eagles' 2016 is the best ever, but just that they boycotted the Olympics that year in Montreal because of the apartheid. Actually beat the winner in a friendly. You see, I don't know much about the 2016, but I'll say this. I strongly doubt they were better than the group from between 94 to 98. That team between 94 and 98 were an outstanding team. But it is interesting, though. It is interesting because, I mean, I will read into that. But I strongly, that team, because I'm going to do a piece on it. I'm working on a little piece on the Super Eagles, specifically the Super Eagles 1998 team. You know, I'm working on a piece of that, but I speak in the most football objective way possible. What the players they had between 94 and 98 were outstanding. Forget about the best African team. That was one of the most talented teams ever. And most people that play, even the Italy team who played them in 94 say, nah, give those guys the dog, man. Um, so so you want me to go there. So you want me to go there. Okay. So the notion is this, and this is the notion. The notion is PSG can't win the Champions League. They're not built to win the Champions League. They don't have. I think someone even put it in there. They don't have the football heritage to win it. And the notion is, yeah, Neymar can try and everything's not going to happen. But mainly Mbappe, it's all about training up in PSG, and when the time is right, you come to Real Madrid to now stack up on more CL titles in a new era of Real Madrid. That's the notion. I'm not saying this is going to happen. But let's just say, for example, if PSG win the Champions League, maybe this changes the whole narrative. So if Barcelona may be on their way out or totally revitalizing, Real Madrid was seeing what it is. But if PSG now win this and they continue to attract players and they form a force spearheaded by Neymar in there, then Mbappe will say to himself that, wait a minute, what's the point of me even leaving? Because I've always been resigned to the fact that Mbappe is leaving PSG. It's not happening. Like he's not staying there long term. You know, he's just really because he wants to go to Real Madrid. But I've always said that true, Real Madrid have history. And that shirt means something. And that shirt weighs heavy based on what that shirt means. But if you can create history for that, that is far greater than you just being part of history. What is better, creating history or just being part of history? If Mbappe wins the Champions League for Real Madrid, he's just part of history. Neymar winning the treble for with Barcelona, he's just part of history because they already won the treble in 2009. But if he wins it for PSG, they are history. He is the history. He is the beginning of the history. And that is a far greater achievement than what he did for Barcelona or what Mbappe could do for Real Madrid. But this is just all assumptions. Because I want the field to be opened up. The more PSGs we have, the better the Champions League will be. What we don't want is the small boys club. What we don't want are the same teams. What I've always wanted is parity. Let's spread love. That's why I've always said that. Imagine if Dortmund kept their players. Imagine if Monaco kept their players. If PSG keep Mbappe, Di Maria, Neymar, Kimpembe, and they can now attract others. What if Messi says, you know what, screw Barcelona, I want to join PSG? Or if Cristiano joins PSG? You know, like that will never happen. But if that, you know, it changes the whole complexion of things. It changes the whole complexion of things, man. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying, man. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Send in those questions, guys. Send in those questions, guys. Drop the like. Drop those likes, guys. Hit the like button, guys. Hit that like button, man. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, guys. All right, let's just see. If Mbappe has won the World Cup and the CL by the age of 21, can we stop talking about Messi and Cristiano? But Kwame, it's not happening, bro. It's not happening, bro. Because I've always said that Mbappe is not winning the Champions League with PSG, especially not this year. Especially not this year. Mods, please, can you, if people keep spamming, can you please put guys in timeouts? If there are any mods here, can you please put guys in timeout? Thank you, bro. From who's this guy? From Yesi Side, who says, since Pep last won a Champions League, here are the managers that went. Here are the managers that went to a final: Poch, Klopp, Zidane, Simeone, Henkels, I believe, Ancelotti, Enrique, Flick, Garcia, Di Matteo. Bro, it ain't good, bro. Like I told you again, like Pep has been exposed. Pep has been exposed. I think what you've seen from Pep is what I've been saying for a long time, that bro, he's not as great as people think. And Messi gave him those titles, you know. And what you've now seen is Pep needs Messi. Messi sort of needs Pep, sort of. But basically, Pep needs Messi more than Messi needs Pep, because Messi won without Pep. See, that's the key thing. Messi won without Pep. Messi won with a guy called Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique is this from the road. Okay, people can say, "Oh my gosh, you shouldn't insult Luis Enrique because he led them to a treble." No, he didn't lead them to a treble. Emerson led them to a treble, because that was the most cheat code of a front three that club football has ever seen. So all you needed to do was just press start, and then they will literally just simulate, and then they will just win, man. From Mo says he needs to be the best player on his team first. Who are you referring to? Who are you referring to? Who needs to be the best player in the team first? Who are you referring to? From Natsa, Martin Rosario hating on oil clubs, but he's probably filling his car with 10 liters of oil every day, funding PSG and sitting the fool. See, guys, what I'm saying is that, guys, don't. The reality is, why do people hate these oil clubs? I have no idea. People, use your brain. Club football is not international football. There is no loyalty in club football. Club football, this is a job. This is a vocation. These are mercenaries. These are guys where, okay, if you lose, fine. You know? So club football is heartless, it is soulless, and it's about getting as much money and building the best team you can possible. So people's hate on PSG makes no sense. My hate on PSG only comes from, you should be doing a lot better. Why wouldn't you want PSG to succeed? I can understand it from a sporting point of view, if let's suppose they're a rival, but you know when they're to consider, oh, it's all oil money. Who gives a damn? Who cares? You know, like, if Man City were to win, I'm like, oh man, because they used oil money, because they used oil money, and the money that your clubs use is fair. Let me newsflash: all the money that all your clubs generates, not all of it is legal. Not all of it is legal. So stop living in the clouds like, oh no, my club is cool. My club isn't. Every club, especially the major clubs, your money is dirty. No money is clean from any of the big clubs, man. So no money is clean from any of the big clubs. So relax, man. What do you guys say, man? Why has Coman quits for a one-season wonder? Could have won Euros with Holland. Look, man, it's his dream job, man. And I do think that a lot of managers prefer club management than international management. But to miss out on the chance of coaching your country at a major tournament, I think is crazy. That's just me. Maybe it's just me, but I mean, my gosh, it's like that's. But people are different, you know. Maybe he says, you know, it's maybe he values coaching Barcelona more than he does his country, and that's just his prerogative. But I'm like, man, you know, surely no job is higher than coaching your country, especially in a major tournament, man. Um, so say I don't know what's wait, what are you guys on about? But yeah, no, but look, so back again to this whole thing, man. So look, man, shocking, man. Shocking. I will always go back to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, you got knocked out via a deflection. Via a deflection. And you only have yourself to blame. Because look, I'm not going to beat up on Leipzig and say, Leipzig, you're a disgrace, you're a mess. No, you deserved, you 1000% deserved to make it here. And it is just what it is. Because for me, this thing it really is about approaches, you know, and 100%. If Atletico had been attacking and much braver against Leipzig, they would have won. They would have won. Their defensive approach allowed them to win. If you look at this game, PSG did not allow Leipzig to settle. PSG completely imposed themselves and took the game to Leipzig. Like, apart from the first 6-7 minutes where Leipzig were actually sort of controlling the game, PSG then took a hold. The moment Marquinhos scored, PSG just put their foot on their head. They said put their foot on their head, and they dominated them. What PSG did, Atletico could easily do. They could easily do. So maybe they can't keep the ball as well as PSG, but they could have attacked. Because I remember, and they can do it because I've seen them do it. And the issue is that you don't. The dumbest thing they did was when they went 1-0 down, then they attacked. They got 1-1. Then from 1-1, they sat back. Because they're like, okay, let's sit back. We don't. No, go for the win. Go for the win because you can get the win. So, which I just say, like, man, Atletico, man, nah, man, those guys are bricks, man. Those guys are those guys are bricks. But all credit to PSG. All credit to Paris Saint-Germain right now. And for PSG, they wait. They wait for whoever they face on Sunday. But I'm telling you guys right now, man, if PSG wins, man, stay off Twitter. Stay off Twitter. Like, that's my advice. If PSG win, stay off Twitter. That's my advice. And I would just say everyone should hope PSG don't win the Champions League on Sunday, because that's I don't want to say too much, but you don't want me to go there. JJ Samuel, thank you for super chat. Who says, is there a rule that one can't coach national and club at the same time? I believe there is a rule. I remember, actually, no. I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, or is there, because I swear there was a time where Mourinho was the manager of someone, and because Portugal were trying to find a new coach, I think he was like an interim coach for like a few games or something. But I don't think you can be. I don't think you can be, because I think it's part of your contract as well. Your contract is like, you have to solely, because remember, summertime, you're still on the job. So during the time when so let's say he's the manager now. I say, okay, I want also coach Holland, but say, well, during the months of June and July, when the Euros take place, that's when you should be scouting. That's when you should be looking at players. That's when we have several board meetings as to, okay, all right, this is our preseason schedule, our training regimes, and let's just look at these are the prospective players that we're looking for. So you're still on the job. So you can't just take another job when June and July you should still be working, because you have preseason work to do. So from that knowledge, I don't think you can do too. From your boy Harry O'Kade, man. Thank you for super chat, Mr. Harry O'Kade. Hey, is that Big Al, man? Big Al Shearer. Do you think the CL semifinals would be better if it was something like Bayern versus City and PSG versus City, biggest and best teams or giants of Europe? You see, this is the thing. Yes, of course it would be. But I don't care. So naturally, it would have been amazing if we had PSG v Liverpool in one semi and Man City versus Bayern in another semi. That would have been amazing. Two amazing, superb matches. Two amazing, superb matches. But the reality is, um, they didn't get there. So I don't even think about that because I'm like, you have to beat who's in front of you. It's not my fault that Liverpool couldn't beat Atletico. It's not my fault that Man City couldn't beat Lyon. you know, so if you can't beat the teams in front of you, you don't deserve to be in the semi. So, and that's the key word: deserve. The Red Bull Leipzig deserved to be in the semis because they beat whoever was in front of them on the way to the semis. Lyon deserved to be in the semis, so because they beat who was in front of them to be in the semis. So I never ever entertained that of like, oh man, it would be so much better if, it would be so much better if. No. Beat if you're so good, Man City, Liverpool, beat the teams in front of you, so you could have been in the semis, but you didn't. My boy JJ Salmon, who says, "Don't blame me. It's FIFA 20." Okay, FIFA 20 is trash. By the way, I still don't understand people who play FIFA. It's trash. I don't care what it says. FIFA is flipping trash. All right, let's just see. Let's just see. What else you guys say, man? Oh, let's keep you special. From Martin Barry, who said, "I hate on all clubs that spend like they have sales." Martin, who gives a damn? That's what I'm saying. Martin, who gives a damn? Because it's club football. So you're going to reprimand them because you haven't won Champions Leagues, you shouldn't spend money. Oh, so until we find a way of winning the Champions League, you guys can continue to spend money, but we can't. It's club football. Club football, anybody is about spending money. If you have money, spend it. That's why Newcastle fans were so pissed off that they didn't get the Saudi Arabian takeover because fans were, no, we want to spend. Sorry, there's no leg you can stand on to hit PSG. But as a football fan, we should be happy that a PSG exists. We should be overjoyed that Neymar making the move to PSG was a great football move. It was a great footballing move. Because you know what that did? It created 8-2. Because Neymar leaving them gave us helped to give us the Roma and Liverpool. And helped Messi to be like, no, well, Messi, you're not invincible. Messi, this is life. In life, not everything is rosy all day, every day. You have to now deal with adversity. I'm sorry, that's what builds character. That's what life's about. It's about dealing with adversity. So you can't hate, man. Just Person says that Pep loses to Monaco, Spurs, Lyon, and knowing why HH. He's in Class C. He's a janitor in Class C. Relax. He's fulfilling his Class C duties, man. He's fulfilling his Class C duties. Okay. That owner is very crooked at HH. I just stopped watching the game, honestly. Wait, which owner are you referring to? The PSG owner? Everyone is crooked, bro. When do you think audiences will return? Well, I was reading an article, and the Premier League was saying that they want to bring in like low attendances, for the September 12th opening of the Premier League. It's maybe early 2021. Oh, damn, we're in 2021. Maybe early 2021, potentially. I doubt this year. More, if I was to take a bet, I think by next year we'll start to be seeing fans return. This year, maybe late this year, maybe late this year, maybe. But guys, I'll be real with you. The no fans thing has not been that much of an issue, man. It's really not. It's not really that much of an issue, man. All right. Let's watch what I say, man. I'll call Pep. Relax, man. I'll call Pep tomorrow. I'll call Pep tomorrow. Um, Pringles are not so overrated, man. You've just not had the right ones, bro. Preach. You all sound like old heads when you all hate on money clubs. There's more competition now because of them, and that is the key thing. You see, my thing is, if you can't beat them, join them. That's why I support Newcastle trying to get that takeover. Because here's my thing. And that's why Newcastle fans were so pissed off with the Premier League. They say, wait a minute, do you know how much money Man City have? United, Liverpool, all Chelsea, all these dudes. We want to compete with them. So the best way for us to compete with them is to be able to have a spending power as them. So why do you want to deny that? Because the system only wants to have specific clubs or specific people to have that, which is stupid. So PSG are like, no, 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 no. Which is why I love the existence of PSG. Because the existence of PSG says, wait a minute, we can also say what's up. We can also compete as well. And it's a new player in the game. Why? It's like, unless you guys are stupid, why would you want the same flipping teams again and again and again in these Champions League scenarios? You know? Why? Um all right, let's see. From Just Best says that, where do you rank David Silva in the EPL? I ate too much. Oh Lord. Top 25, maybe. He's not top 10. That's for sure. Top 20, 25, top 25. I think people slightly overrate David Silva. You know, he's a real good player. David Silva didn't do what he had to did. He didn't. Yeah, Ciro, David Silva did not do what Aguero has done. For me, both Aguero and Yatsure for me are far superior to your boy. And I believe that De Bruyne is better and has done one and has shown more. I mean, was David Silva ever voted the best player in the Premier League ever? No. And from Bash A, HH, when are you gonna do the NBA stream? My Raptors are looking to repeat with the box choking. I will. When this week is out, because I've got my NBA people. Remember, guys, if you're an NBA expert, please tweet me because I want to get some NBA experts, and I will be doing it on my other channel because I just have to focus on this week. Next week, man, I'm gonna be doing my whole NBA shindig, man, for sure. Because the players look tasty. All right, let's just see what all guys are saying, man. All right. Statue for Silva, but not for Yaya and company. Look, I find that wild. It is wild, man. It is wild because but I think they said they are building a company statue. I believe they said they're building a company statue though. But for me, if the players love it, dude, fair enough. Fair enough. It's just that you see, I understand an Henry statue, a Beckham statue, like a David Silva statue. I just don't know why, man. You know. All right. What the heck? So, where's the Gerard vid you promised time ago? I need you to see why he's better than Scholes and Lampard. He's not better than Scholes. I'd say overall he's better than Lampard. As an overall midfield is better, but Scholes is not a better player than Scholes. No. Stop that. That's not happening. He's not a better player than Scholes. You know that's not happening. I'm not going to accept that. All right, guys, 5 minutes, man. Last 5 minutes, and I'm out of here. So, any questions for the up now because I need to finish up and edit this Lyon Bayern pre-match analysis for Le Nuit. So give me any of these questions, man. Are you going to buy PS20? Well, let me first see the gameplay. Let me first see the gameplay. If the gameplay is, because I'm not rushing to buy any of these new consoles. I need to first see what the gameplay looks like, and then we can then roll, man. But if the because I'm not that big on graphics. It's the gameplay and how the game feels. If the game feels good, then I will ride with it, man. Oops, sorry. I think I missed on that. What did you guys say? Prediction for look, man. I mean, I'm uploading. Well, I'm gonna edit the preview. I've already filmed the preview. It's gonna be hard for Leon. It's gonna be very hard for Leon. But you see, you can't predict because in my mind, I was like, okay, semifinals is gonna get a lot tighter. Then we saw 3-0 now. I'm just scared that Bayern F up Leon. That's what I am. I'm scared of. So Bayern are heavy favorites. They should win, but City should have beaten Leon. Liverpool should have beaten Atletico should have beaten Leipzig. Bayern just cannot go into this just sort of disrespecting or rather underestimating what Leipzig can do. They can't do that, man. Should Barcelona return number 10 when Messi leaves? Well, that's a great question. That is a great question. They should. That's a great question. That is a really good question. And my thing about it is that because they don't do it that much in football, I know that they retired the number 10 jersey in Napoli. So nobody can wear the Napoli number 10 jersey. For me, they have to. And I believe they will. They will. Like, what he's done for that club, both on the pitch, off the pitch, and so forth, what he's done as a brand to help promote the Barcelona brand, his longevity, and also spending his entire career, which is what they did for Kobe, where they retired both of his jerseys. Was it 8 and 23? Because Kobe spent his entire career at the Lakers, because Wade left. What did he do? Yeah, because Wade went to the Bulls and then went back over to the Heat. But yeah, like 100%, they should retire. You have to. You have to. You have to, for sure. But yeah, that's actually a good, and I think they will, because when Messi retires, that's going to be a big deal. That's going to be a massive deal. And I've said about Messi with his welcome and everything. When Messi retires, man, that's going to be a big deal. When Messi and Cristiano retire, I feel sorry for a lot of people because they're people who they have dedicated their lives and their livelihoods to these players. So I'm scared and worried for some people because when they retire, what do you now do? What do you now do? And you know what? And also the crazy thing is, guys, Juju Man, if you're listening, I don't know whether Juju Man will be listening to this, but Juju Man, if you're listening, please buzz me. Buzz me, because my PSG, your Neymar is in the CL final. This is what we've been talking about for years. We've been talking about this thing for years. And the moment that Neymar is in a final, you can't be found, man. So I hope you're safe. I hope you're good. But Juju Man, if you're out there watching this, please buzz me either here or on Twitter, because I want to just know that you're safe, man. I care about you, bro. And everyone does here. Everyone does here. Harry O'Kane. If Newcastle takeover happens, who should they buy? Oh my gosh. There are so many people. There are so many people that they can get. I mean, I think they should. You know what? They should. Just at Valencia, most of them have gone. They should look at Syria. I mean, you can pick. Is it Alberto dude? But definitely pick Milinkovic Savic. Maybe look at Immobile. For me, if United don't get their act together, Sancho. Maybe inquire for Sergio Rico and say, Sergio Rico, you can be a first thingy defender. Look at Upamecano for Leipzig. I mean, you can just go all over. You can go all over, Because see, people forget this to say, because I'm old enough to remember like Newcastle back, yes, in the 90s and 2000. Newcastle are a big club, and they should have won the Premier League. They should have won the Premier League, but ask Kick and what went there, man. But I think that Newcastle have to push for that to take over, man. They have to, because they're like, no, why should there only be? And that's the thing, because and that's the annoying thing about England and the English elite and system. They only want certain teams to be big. You know what England really wants? England only wants Man United and Liverpool to be the only big teams. Trust me. The system, that's why they hate Chelsea's existence. They hate Chelsea's existence, but there's nothing they can do about it. Abramovich just did what he did, and they hate Man City because they are feeding in the kind of historical established clubs, man. But yeah, and I think I so support Newcastle having the takeover, man. Increase the competition. If you can spend money, let me spend money as well. You shouldn't be the only person that can spend money, man. F you. F that. Yeah, no. Hopefully it happens, man. Hopefully it happens. Because I think that would be great, man. If they can get the takeover. Yeah, I'm not sure whether they retired Maldini's number. But see, the only number I know that got retired was Maradona's number 10 jersey for Napoli. Understandably so, because that guy is a genuine legend. So they never get the ball. They should. Like, I will be surprised if Barcelona don't retire his number 10 jersey, man. All right, guys. That is it from me. That is it from your boy, Double H Half Hope. So, guys, tomorrow, man, it is what it is, man. So, if you guys can, if you're on the UK time and you can still stay up for maybe an hour and a half, the pre-match analysis will drop for Bayern Leon. But obviously, if you're obviously on the East Coast, especially on the West Coast, stay up for a few hours, and then the pre-match analysis will drop. I will edit it now and I will upload it, man. PSG, well done. Congrats. Mbappe, Neymar, looking nice. Well, missing chances. You cannot be missing those chances in a final, man. So, yeah, man. It is what it is, man. So, I will see you guys tomorrow here after the Bayern Leon game. And remember, follow me on Twitch while I watch the Bayern Leon game via Twitch, man. Peace out. Stay true. Stay real. And Hazard, please, please, please stay away from the pies. Okay. Become a Patreon member. Gain access to my blog. Get access to exclusive videos. And also get access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfwop to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy, HH.